Hey, shalom. Y'all Bashem Yahweh Brakathum. To all my brothers out there, and Yahweh Shamar, Alathan Bahashem Yahweh to my brothers out there. And thanks for tuning in. This is I.S.U.P.K Milwaukee Brotherhood class. And then, look, guess what? We're about to get into it. You understand? The topic of the day is the KC4 are heroes. Okay? Now, if you don't know who the KC4 is, the KC4 are brothers that's down in Kansas City. You understand? And what happened was they were attacked. They were attacked by a group of by another group. All right, they were attacked by another group, and they boldly stood. You understand, for the truth. They boldly stood their ground. You understand? They didn't allow this other group to cross their line. Okay, they didn't allow the other group to cross their line. You understand? These brothers stood boldly. You understand? In the face of huge numbers. All right, they was outnumbered 4 to like 25 to 30 or whatnot. So there was a lot of other people here. All right, and they fought them off to the best of their ability. You understand? These brothers are heroes. These brothers are bold as lions, and they stood for the truth. You understand? They stood for the truth of the Most High God. Okay, so now we're going to talk about it. And we're going to also get into this topic about brotherhood and about this other group, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to shine light, on other people and whatnot, or these other groups. But sometimes, every now and then, you got to do it. All right? All right? You got to do it. Okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Give me 1 second. All right? So let's go ahead and start off. We're going to pull, give me 1 second. All right, we're going to pull Romans 16 and 17. Okay? Romans 16, verse 17. All right, let's go ahead and get it. All right, Romans 16 and 17. Hey, Shalom. What's going on, sis? All right. This is Romans 16, verse 17. It says, "Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them." All right. We in Romans, you understand? This is the New Testament. It says, mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them. Okay? Let's just go ahead and just delve into a few things, you understand, about this whole group. I'm not going to mention the group name, all right? I'm not going to shine any light, but the scriptures say, do mark them, all right, which cause division. And there's a group out there that's causing division with the truth, all right? That's contrary to the doctrine. Contrary to the doctrine, okay? So let's just go ahead and delve deep into the matter. All right, give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and share the screen real quick. All right, we're going to start off with this man right here. Give me 1 second. Let's make this a little bit bigger so y'all can see. We're going to start off with this cat right here. This cat was in the he was in the group. All right, he was in a group that I don't want to say because I'm not trying to shine any light. All right, so let's go ahead and read this article. This cat name is Gerald Dwayne Lewis. It says a judge has determined a man accused of shooting an Evansville transgender woman is not competent to stand trial. So they trying to say this cat right here. This cat has tried to attempt murder a transgender white man, a white man that's trans. So he dressing up like a woman. Okay, and this cat went out on a date with him or whatnot. I guess he tried to get like a sexual, some sexual was going on, and afterwards he tried to shoot the man in the face. Gerald Dwayne Lewis, 27, is charged with attempt murder, robbery resulting in seriously bodily injury, and carrying a handgun without a license. He is accused of shooting Crystal Cash in the face in a space she used as her residence and a massage parlor in the 700 block of First Avenue on July 10th, 2016. However, the order by Vanderburgh County Circuit Court Judge David Keeley found that Lewis lacks the ability to understand the proceedings and assist in his defense. Let's go down a little bit. Let's get more into this article. Okay, so now I guess he's playing crazy. So it says according to police, Cash told investigators that after the shooting, Lewis took her identification and credit cards. Cash was able to give a detailed description of her attacker to the police, including part of the alias that Lewis reportedly goes by, which led detectives to his Facebook page. Oops, hold on 1 second. On that page, he reportedly identified himself as a member of a name that I do not want to say, group, an organization that has been classified as a hate group. Cash also said in her statement to the police that Lewis used a homophobic slur during the incident. Okay, let's go back to this cat. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Okay, look, they're not telling the whole story. Give me 1 second. Let me go back to the screen real quick. Okay, look, they're not telling the whole story. You understand? But this cat right here, this cat was on a date with this transgender woman. Okay, I guess he had got like some type of oral sex or something. Some oral sex. It was something that happened sexual, and then this cat ended up shooting the transgender in the face. All right, he ended up shooting the transgender in the face. First of all, you know what I'm saying? He's in this group that so-called teaches the laws, right? The so-called teachers of law. First of all, you had sex with a transgender. It's homosexuality, let alone a white transgender. Let's get Leviticus 20 and 13 real quick. Okay. Give me 1 second. All right. This is Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Okay? Now look, this is in the Bible. Homosexuality is a sin. You understand? A sin that is worthy of death. Now, I'm not saying that you people go out there and start killing homosexuals. No, I'm not saying that. You understand? What I'm saying is, if you're an Israelite and you supposedly trying keeping the laws of God, you understand? And this is what this group teaches. This group's supposed to be teaching the laws of God, right? You understand? This man went and had sex with a transgender. You understand? A transgender. You understand? You are a homosexual. Period. And being a homosexual is against God. It is against the Bible. You understand? And now on top of that, you try to murder the cat too. You try to murder the transgender too. You understand? To try what? To try to hide the evidence. That's what happened. You tried to hide the evidence by trying to kill the by trying to not kill but murder. Try to murder the transgender. Come on, man. You understand? I mean, let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100 in the buck. You understand? I mean, this is what goes on in this group. A lot of homosexuality that goes on. You understand? Some of them men over there, you know what I'm saying, on the down low. Are on the down low. And you know they're on the down low because guess what? Why? Because the chain of command, because the leader is a homo. The leader is down low. You understand? Hold on, let me pull this scripture real quick. Give me 1 second. If I got any questions, go ahead and just write your comments, write your questions in, and we're gonna get to it. Give me 1 second. Let's get Matthew chapter 15, verse 14. Yeah, Matthew chapter 15, verse 14. It says, let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. You understand? First of all, you know what I'm saying? It all depends on the leader too, man. You understand? It all depends on the leader. This cat was at one point in time in the I.S.U.P.K. All right? He was at one point in time in I.S.U.P.K. I believe he held the rank of Officer of 50. You understand? He held the rank of Officer 50 and then he left. While he was in here, he was battling homosexuality. He was battling homosexuality, trying to stop sleeping with men, but he failed and he ended up leaving. And then guess what? What do you think homosexuals do? They go and start their own little thing. So he left from what he was originally taught to start teaching, you know what I'm saying, other doctrines that's contrary to the actual doctrine of the Bible. You understand? A man's supposed to have one wife. Where in the Bible, I still haven't seen that in the Bible where a man's supposed to have one wife. But you know what I'm saying? This certain group is teaching this. You understand? That is mandatory that a man have one wife. But yet there's nowhere that in the Bible. I don't see that in the Bible. You understand? This is why I pulled Romans 16 and 17. Mark them, you understand, which cause division. Because that's what's going on. You're causing division. You're causing division, and you're doing everything what a pastor would do. Well, guess what a pastor does? The pastor caters to women. That's a nice, sweet thing to hear. That a woman will hear is that a man's supposed to have only one wife. You understand what you're doing? First of all, you're lying to the women. You're lying to the people. You're lying to the women. You're lying to the people. And guess what? You're not teaching what the doctrine of the Bible is. You're teaching what you want people to know from your own self. You understand? What we just read in Matthew, the blind leaders lead the blind. They all going to fall into ditches. They all going to fall into ditches. You understand? And what else the scriptures say? Zephaniah 2:1. We got to gather ourselves together. You understand? Not create an organization. Look, I'm gonna just go ahead and say the name, man. I.U.I.C. You know what I'm saying? These purple cats. I.U.I.C. You understand? The main reason why everybody like I.U.I.C. is mostly because, you know what I'm saying, it's just like the Christian church. It's just like the Christian church. You understand? I'm gonna prove it. It's just like the Christian church. First of all, look. Let's go to, give me 1 second. Let's share this tab. I'm gonna show y'all something right here. This is just like the Christian church. You understand? This is so-called Nathaniel's net worth. You know what I'm saying? This is an official site called Celeb Clan. All right, a database of celebrities' net worth. Okay, right here. We're going to read right here. You understand? In fact, we're going to read down here. Well, we will read both. You know what I'm saying? We're going to read both. It says Bishop Nathaniel is a businessman. You hear that? First and foremost, he's a businessman. All right? Ain't that what all Christian pastors are? Ain't all Christian pastors businessmen? You understand? They're businessmen first. You think you know what I'm saying? You hold a position of office inside of a powerful position in office in the church. You would think first and foremost you're a man of God first. You was a leader first. That come first. You understand? You're a man for the people. But no, that's not what this article say. You know what I'm saying? First of all, he's a businessman. They made sure to put that first. He's a businessman. Let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. Bishop Nathaniel is a businessman and the founder of Israel United in Christ. He has accumulated a great fortune through his business ventures, as well as his role as the head of the church. Bishop Nathaniel is a highly respected figure in the Christian community, and his net worth reflects his success. You hear that? This man, you know, first of all, he's a businessman. You understand? He's a businessman, and he has obtained great fortune through his business ventures and being head of the I.U.I.C. I'm gonna tell you right now, those ties. Well, what you think this man is doing? This man is pocketing all the ties, and he's not even helping the people. He's not out there. He don't have soup kitchens. You understand? His members said that, you know what I'm saying, when they asked him where the soup kitchen's at, his members said, man, you on your own. That's what they said. You on your own. What are you doing for blacks, Hispanics, and natives, man? You ain't doing nothing, man. You ain't doing nothing at all. But in the I.S.U.P.K, look, we out there with the people. We got clothes drives. We got food drives. We got prison programs. We go to the prisons and teach the brothers and sisters in the prisons. You understand? We got GED programs. We got free counseling. You understand? Everything is free out of our own pockets. You understand? And guess what? And guess how we pay for this? We got a 9-to-5 job. We got a 9-to-5 job, and we fund this ourselves. You understand? And Commander General Yahanna, you know what I'm saying, digs in his pockets and he dishes out as well. You understand? We're not accumulating wealth in here. You understand? How are we doing this? We're doing this because, brothers, because what the scriptures say, first of all, we gathered ourselves together. We gathered ourselves together, and guess what? We putting our resources to the benefit of our people. While IUIC put their resources together to the benefit of their own people. You understand? If you ain't in their group, they're not helping you. So if you're Black, Hispanic, or Native, man, don't look to them for help. Do not look to them to help you pay your light bill. Do not look to them to help you pay your phone bill. Do not look to them to help you pay your rent. Don't look to them to help you put food in your kids' mouths. But guess what? The I.S.U.P.K has been doing that since 1969. Been doing that since 1969. And we tell you to pay your tithes. We tell you to pay your tithes, but guess what? Majority of y'all don't. Y'all don't pay your tithes. And we still help you. We still help you. We still dig in our pockets and we help you because we love you. We love every Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian person. That's love. You understand? But this man has accumulated great wealth. Let me ask you something. Was Jesus Christ rich when he's walking the earth? Was Jesus Christ rich? Or was he poor? Last time I read the scriptures, man, he was poor. He was poor to the fact where he was homeless. He didn't have a place to sleep, to lay down, put his head, to lay his head at night. You understand? But guess what? He was still doing miracles. He was still raising people up from the dead. He was still healing the blind, healing the sick, healing the lame. And he was poor. He did all this and he was poor. And this is what we do every single week. We help the poor. We're poor helping the poor. While this man have a whole organization, you know what I'm saying? First of all, he's a businessman. So all of this that he's doing right now is for business. For business, tax write-off. You know what's the stupidest thing that you can do? While Blacks and Hispanics are dying and are in poverty here in America, you want to go to Africa to try to rescue African people. You're trying to recruit African people to your organization, and they're not the 12 tribes. They're not the 12 tribes. Let's finish up on this article. Let's finish up on this article right here. All right, let's go down. It says, what is Bishop Nathaniel's net worth? Bishop Nathaniel net worth is a well-known Bishop Nathaniel net worth is a well-known businessman and the founder of Israel United in Christ. I guess typo right there. He has an estimated net worth of $150 million and is known for his philanthropic work. This man has accumulated $150 million. But yeah, I don't see them doing a goddamn thing for the Black community. I don't see them doing anything for the Hispanic community. Right now, our brothers is in Mexico, in the dangerous parts of Mexico, where people do not go because of all of the cartel activity. Because of all the cartels that's in Mexico, people do not go to these locations. But we have brothers down there in Mexico right now, in cartel territory, helping our brothers and sisters, man, with food, with clothes. You understand? With food and with clothes. And this is everything. And all this is coming out of our pockets. The poor man. The poor of us. This is the poor helping the poor. We put our resources together and we get it done. We get it done because we realize that there is no excuses, man. There is no excuses in here, man. We live and we die for our nation. We live and we die for our people. But I can't say the same for these people. This man is rich. This man has a mansion. He has a mansion. He has a mansion while blacks, Hispanics, and Native people are impoverished right now. You know what I would do if I had a mansion? I would sell my mansion and go help take care of my people. I would have food. I would have soup kitchens opened up. I would use all that money I get from selling my mansion to help my people. And I'll go broke doing it. And every man in the I.S.U.P.K would do the same thing. That's how I learned. You understand? But these people don't care about blacks and Hispanic people. These is very same people that will lock you up and throw you in jail. They will throw you in jail, especially for a false report. They'll throw you in jail for something false. Look, here's another article I'm going to show up. Let's finish up on this other article real quick. It says he has a strong advocate for social justice and has worked tirelessly to improve the lives of those less fortunate. Yeah, right. He is a man of faith and conviction. You understand? Clearly, that's a lie. This is his net worth. In 2022, his net worth is 150 million. In 2021, his net worth was 120 million. 2020, 80 million. 2019, 55 million. Now, this is his yearly earnings, income, monthly income, and salary. Bishop Nathaniel is a businessman and founder whose yearly income is around $7.5 million. His monthly income is around $600,000. And his daily income is around 20,000 US dollars. Bishop Nathaniel's wealth allows him to live a very comfortable lifestyle. And he is able to use his resources to help others. And then blah, 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 blah. Yearly income, 7.5 million. Monthly income, $600,000. 7.5 million yearly income. Monthly, $600,000. Daily income, $600,000. All right. I mean, come on. What more? I mean, what more are we talking about here? What more are we talking about here? You understand? You have a rich man. Let me ask you a question. Ain't all the Christian pastors rich? We got Creflo Dollar, he's rich. Al Sharpton, he's rich. Jesse Jackson, he's rich. T.D. Jakes, he's rich. Every Christian pastor is rich. Is rich. But these are very same individuals that says that they're men of God. Let me tell you something. Men of God has damn near never been rich. Men of God that's in the Bible, you know what I'm saying, was always poor men. It was poor men that was doing this work. These individuals didn't have mansions. These individuals definitely didn't live no comfortable lifestyle. These men lived normal lives and dedicated their lives to helping their people by any means necessary. You understand? Let me tell you something, man. This world right here, this world we living in, this world caters to rich people. This world was made for rich people. You understand? Rich people get away with everything, while the poor people suffer. Blacks, Hispanics, and Natives people suffer. But if you're rich, you understand? If you're rich, this world love you. This world will cater to you. You understand? This world caters to rich people, man. You understand? Which is why he's liked. He's liked. IUIC, people like IUIC because these people are rich. They teach you a man is supposed to can only have one wife. People love to hear that. They teach you can't get a wife unless a man a man can't get a wife unless he has a job. People love to hear that. That's something the world likes to hear. You understand? I mean, what's some other stuff? I mean, come on. It's a whole book. It's a whole book of lies that they teach. I mean, come on. I mean, homosexuality runs rampant in their organization. You understand? Nathaniel, you understand? It was some people left this organization because of because Nathaniel was sending everybody penis pictures. Penis pictures. I'm pretty sure you heard that. It's a video on there right now. Look, don't make me find the video. If y'all type in the comments to get the video, I will get the video. I will get the video. All right. But what I'm trying to show you, man, is the difference between true men of the Lord, true men of God that loves their people. And there's people out there that's gonna fake the funk. They're gonna fake the funk. They're gonna fake the funk with you because it is money. Money. Ain't that what rules the world right now? If you have this, if you have the paper, you ain't got nothing to worry about. If you got that scratch, you ain't got nothing to worry about. The world caters to you. But Lord forbid you is ever poor. Then the world's going to hate you. Don't the world hate poor black Hispanic men? Who's locked up in jail? I don't know. No, is there over 2 million rich men in jail? No, I don't think there's rich men in jail. But guess what? There's a lot of poor people in jail. And there's a lot of poor blacks, Hispanics, and Native people that's in jail. Yeah. Yeah. And those are the people that we're here for. You understand? Those are the people we're here for. Okay, this is we're gonna go to James chapter 2, verse 5. Okay. It says, hearken, my beloved brethren, hath not God chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith, and heirs of the kingdom which he has promised to them that love him? That's the question. Yes, the Most High has chosen the poor of this world, man. The poor blacks, Hispanics, and Native people. The ones that's struggling every single day to survive, man. Struggling every day to survive. You got to work. You got to sweat every day to make it, to stay alive. You understand? To feed your kids, man. You know what I'm saying? Every day you get up, it's a struggle. Sometimes it's a struggle to get out of bed. It's a struggle to get out of bed. It's a struggle to do things. It's a struggle to have fun. It's a struggle to have fun with your children, man. You want to take your child to Chuck E. Cheese. Can't do that because you got bills to pay. The moment you take a day off, to go spend time with your family, then you guess what? You done miss some money and you're short on a check next week. This world right here, this world was made for rich people, man. Rich people taking advantage of the poor people. You understand? Why do you think rich people get away with so much? You understand? I mean, rich people get away with everything. I heard that for college, white people, you want to know how they get their kids in college? They pay the right people to get their kids in college, to have the best scores. All they do is make a donation to the right people. That's what they do. Black people, Hispanic, and Native people, we got to work hard. We got to work hard and get the necessary grades and get the necessary ACT or SAT scores. We got to get the right ones in order to go to the college that you want. Well, white people, they put their kids through college, man, with the money, with paper. You go to the school, give a nice $500,000 donation, not even that, $100,000 donation, and guess what? A white kid is skating through school, getting all the easy classes. You understand? But we gotta really struggle to make it in this world. This world wasn't made for poor black people or Hispanics or natives. You understand? This is why in James chapter chapter 2 and 5 says, hearken, my beloved brethren. Have not God chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith, and heirs of the kingdom, which he hath promised to them that love him? This is verse 6. But ye have despised the poor. Do not rich men oppress you and draw you before the judgment seats? This world was built for rich men. And these same rich men are the one that oppresses you. They're the judges in office. You understand? You make a mistake because, first of all, you're oppressed. You don't know why black and Hispanic and other people commit crimes. We commit crimes because the oppression is so much. You understand? The oppression is so much. And the jobs is all scarce. No one want to hire you. So guess what? In order to feed your family, you gotta go stick up somebody. You gotta go rob the store. You gotta go commit crimes. You understand? You gotta go commit crimes. You gotta go do the things that you don't want to do. I guarantee you, if jobs were plentiful and bountiful, guess what? There would be no crimes committed because guess what? The money, everybody would have a job. Everybody would be working. Everybody would have jobs and would be working, man. But guess what? It is what it is. It is what it is, man. But let's go back to these brothers, man. These brothers are heroes. All right? The camp leader of Kansas City, Malak, and his men. You understand? They stood bold in the face of danger. They stood bold and held their integrity and held their truth and held their discipline. And they didn't go out like no bitches, man. They went out like real men of war. Real men of God, man. You understand? Outnumbered. Outnumbered. You hear me? They were outnumbered. So guess what? We want to honor them, man. They heroes in my eyes and everybody else's eyes in the I.S.U.P.K, man. Because why? Because it takes real men of God to stand firm on the truth in the face of adversity, in the face of hardship, in the face of all these things. It takes real men to be solid and on a square. You hear me? That's what it takes. That's what it takes. Okay? All right, let's get back into the story right here, man. Let's go to Exodus chapter 23, verse 1. Exodus chapter 23, verse 1. All right. Okay, give me 1 second. We want to get Exodus 23 and 1. All right. Exodus 23 and 1 says, Thou shalt not raise a false report. What is that talking about? What is that talking about when you raise a false report? What is that talking about? That's talking about, you know what I'm saying? You're lying. You're lying as a witness. Like you're lying. You creating a false report. You creating a false situation, a false incident. You understand? That's what you're doing. You're creating this false situation, this false incident to get someone in trouble. Okay, give me 1 second. All right, Exodus 23:1. Thou shalt not raise a false report. Put not thy hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness. You understand? This is what, first of all, this is what the white man does all the time. The white man will use our brothers against us, our brothers and sisters against us. It says, put not thy hand with the wicked. Who's the wicked on the earth? You understand? If you go to Job, 9:24, you'll understand who the wicked is. The wicked is the white man. The wicked is the white race, according to this Bible. They are the devil that the Bible speaks of. And the word devil just simply means liar. Okay, they lied on this earth to everybody, and they say Jesus Christ is white, and that's not true. Okay, but it says, "Put not thy hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness." You know what I'm saying? These white devils would use other blacks and Hispanic or Native people to lie on another brother or sister. You understand? That's how you being an unrighteous witness. And then, you know what I'm saying? It says, "Thou shalt not raise a false report." Don't lie on someone. Don't lie about a false incident that never happened to get this person in trouble, or to have some happen to this person. Well, let me explain to you who did this, man. IUIC leader Nathaniel has done this. He's done this to two brothers, man. We about to pull up the article right now. Okay, let's pull up the article. All right. Well, let's share this. Let's share this article. Hold on 1 second. All right. All right, let's get to it. All right. It says 750,000 in damages and attorney fees awarded in a New York false arrest case. It says on July 2nd, 2015, a New York federal court entered a settlement judgment for 250,000 each in favor of two black men who were falsely arrested for two armed robberies and spent 11 months in jail. The court also awarded 250,000 in attorney fees in this civil rights action. Malik Sanders and Corey Phillips were arrested following two separate traffic stops. You hear that? Police maintained that their appearance and attire, gray hoodies, were similar to those worn by two or three black men who had committed recent armed robberies. So look, this is what is going on. We're reading about racial profiling. That's what we're reading about right now. Racial profiling. Okay, that's what's happening right now. Racial profiling. So just because you see some black men that happen to be wearing gray hoodies, that happens to be wearing the same kind of clothing that the other brothers that went robbing had on, you automatically assume that these were the brothers that was committing the robberies. You understand? That's called racial profiling. Just because he's black, you understand, and happen to have on a gray hoodie, you automatically got to be the culprit. You automatically got to be the suspect. You automatically got to be that. Come on, let's finish. Let's keep on reading. All right. It says Malik Sanders and Corey Phillips were arrested following two separate traffic stops. Police maintained that their appearance and attire, gray hoodies, were similar to those worn by 2 or 3 black men who had committed recent armed robberies. Now, look, listen to this. New York Police Department Detective Nathaniel Ray allegedly manipulated lineups to force the identification of Sanders and Phillips. So this man ended up manipulating lineups to implicate Sanders and Phillips. I mean, how much of a demon you gotta be? You understand? That's why I just pulled that scripture, man. Don't make a false report. This dude just made a false report against these two brothers. First of all, he didn't even have all the facts. He didn't even have all the facts, and he's already making an assumption that it's these two brothers. And not only that, this dude is manipulating. It says NYPD detective Nathaniel Ray allegedly manipulated lineups to force the identification of Sanders and Phillips and coached witnesses to identify them. So this man ended up coaching witnesses to identify them. You understand? I mean, come on, man. Come on. What you're doing is you're bearing false witness against these brothers, man. These wasn't even the right individuals. You sat there and you had blamed these brothers for a crime that they didn't even commit. I mean, how much of that goes on in the black community, in the Hispanic community? How many black people you know? Hey, Shalom, y'all about to me outside Brakatah, sir. I don't want what's good with it. How many of you know, you know what I'm saying, of any individuals in the black, Hispanic, or Native community, you understand, that's sitting in jail right now, you know what I'm saying, of a crime that they did not commit? This cat right here, Nathaniel Ray, you understand, basically did the same thing. This dude had racial profiled these brothers because they was black and happened to be wearing a gray hoodie. But these wasn't the brothers that was committing all the robberies. All right, let's go ahead and keep on reading. It says, when NYPD detective Nathaniel Ray allegedly manipulated lineups to force the identification of Sanders and Phillips and coach witnesses to identify them. Some did and some did not. Police officer Michael Rakerbrandt, who had walked in on one of the robberies and torn a piece of hoodie off one of the robbers during a struggle, falsely identified them as the robbers. They were indicted. So these brothers were indicted for a crime that they did not commit, man. That's a typical black, Hispanic, or Native Indian problem in the black community. To these white people, man, we all look alike. You understand? So if a brother committed a robbery and he happened to be wearing a white shirt, all it takes for me is to be around the area and for me to be wearing a white shirt, then guess what? I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. How many brothers that's being exonerated right now because of a crime that they didn't commit? These brothers and some of these sisters are spending 20, 30, 40 years in jail and then finally being exonerated 30 years, 40 years. I mean, come on. This is exactly what Nathaniel Ray did. Nathaniel Ray, you understand, racial profiled these brothers. You understand? He coerced witnesses. He manipulated lineups just like the devil. Just like the devil. No wonder why their slogan is put him in jail with no bail. No wonder why their slogan is that. No wonder why their slogan is you got a warrant, I'm turning you in. These people are the cops. These people are, if they ain't the cops, they're the feds. They working with feds. They working with the police department. You understand? To lock up brothers, you understand, for no apparent reason. This is why the KC4 are heroes, man. These brothers has faced adversity, you understand, and stood 10 toes down for the Most High God and our King. These brothers deserve all the utmost honor. You understand? They experienced shame. That was shame for what I.U.I.C did to these brothers, man. What the scriptures say, man? We're gonna first of all, we're gonna pull it. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 1. It says, dare any of you having a matter against another, go to the law before the unjust and not before the saints. You understand? You think these brothers don't follow the scriptures at all. You understand? The first thing they do is call the cops. You're going to call the unjust. You understand? You're going to call unjust, wicked devils. The Bible say that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand? You can go to Job 9:24 to get that. So you're going to go to unjust people. You understand? To for what? For what? To further judge us unrighteously for crimes that we did committed, man. These are the police, man. It's the same thing with Nathaniel Ray did, man. This is what happened. This is what happened. It says that these brothers were indicted. It says bail was set at $50,000 for Sanders and $85,000 for Phillips. They could not afford it. So they spent 11 months in jail. Man, these brothers spent 11 months in jail for a crime that they did not commit. They were indicted, meaning that this is on their record, man. This indictment was on a record. It's on a record. You understand? How many of you know blacks, Hispanics, Native Indian men or women that was falsely imprisoned for a crime they didn't commit? This is on a record. These brothers were looking at felony charges. They was falsely arrested for armed robbery. That's a felony charge. So these brothers had got felonies on a record, and that's going to follow on them for the rest of their life. Not only you destroyed the brother's character, you slandered the brother's name, you know what I'm saying? But you ruined his life, and you ruined his livelihood of two brothers, man. That's why they was awarded the $250,000 apiece. And even then, that's still not enough to repair the damages, man. These brothers, any employer that want to hire these individuals, they're gonna do an extensive background check, and they're gonna look at these they're gonna look at this brother like, okay, a felony for armed robbery, and automatically disqualify. You automatically get disqualified for employment if you got a felony on your record, man. If you got a felony, damn near, I think a felony lasts for like 7 to 8 years. And I think it varies from state to state. But I mean, come on. These brothers' livelihoods, man, are in question. All right, let's finish up this article. All right, Salaki. All right, it says bail was set at $50,000 for Sanders and $85,000 for Phillips. They could not afford it, so they spent 11 months in jail. Eventually, DNA tests on the hoodie on the hood fabric proved that neither man's DNA was on the hood. Examination of video recordings of the robberies also showed the robbers cannot have been done. Thereafter, the prosecutor agreed to lower the bail so that the men could be released. 5 months later, the prosecution moved to dismiss all charges against Sanders and Phillips. All right, the charges was dismissed. The charges were dismissed, but it's still on their record. Now they gotta go physically get their record expunged. This is what they don't tell you, man. It's when you go to court and you become guilty of a crime, you understand? Even though it's dismissed, that is still on your record. That's still in your record. It still come up on a background check. It still come up on, background checks. If someone wanted to do a background check, it's gonna pop up. These brothers has lost, lives are destroyed because Nathaniel, created a false report. This dude didn't look into the facts. He's supposed to be a New York Police Department detective. You're supposed to be a detective, meaning you're supposed to put all the pieces together. You're supposed to figure out all the facts before you make an arrest. But guess what? This dude made an arrest before finding out the facts. And these brothers' lives are totally destroyed. Felony is on the record, and they got to be expunged. And then guess what? A lawyer going to charge, you understand, to try to get your record expunged, you're going to get charged. A nice, hefty sum. I hope those brothers use that $250,000 towards that. You understand? Let's go ahead and finish this off. It says aided by New York attorney Michael B. Loomer, Sanders and Phillips filed a civil rights action pursuant to 42 USC 1983 against the city of New York. Ray and Rick Brandt in federal court. The defendant opted to settle the case for $250,000 to each plaintiff plus $250,000 in attorney fees for a total of $750,000. And this is the case number. If y'all want to go read the case, you understand? See Sanders versus the city of New York. That's the case. If y'all want to go look it up. You see, and you mean to tell me, and you didn't mean to tell me that this man is in a seat. You calling this man as a man of God? This man is not a man of God. A man of God don't falsely imprison another brother without all of the facts first. You understand? Without all of the facts first. You falsely imprison a brother, you understand? Based off what? Based off what? Clearly, it wasn't all the facts. Clearly. Okay, so let's I mean, come on. We went from one of his members having sexual relations with a transgender and then tried to murder him after the sex was over. Tried to murder him, and he's locked up in jail. Well, who did he learn that from? He learned that from his daddy. He learned that from his daddy, man. Let's get John chapter 8, verse 44. All right. It says, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. You understand? Because the man that sits up top is a homosexual. Guess what? Guess what all the men down there, underneath him is going to be? Everybody that he leaves in there is what they're going to be. They're going to be homosexuals too. They going to be down low men, having sex with men. Why? Because they teach that a man can only have one wife. And like the general said, he said if they only have one wife at home, he's going to have a wife, and he's going to be having sex with his wife, and he's going to be having sex with a man on the side. And guess what? It's already been proven true, because this man is sitting in jail right now. You know what I'm saying? For attempted murder, for trying to kill a transgender white man, or whatever you want to call it. You understand? I mean, it's exactly what the scriptures say. John 8 and 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning. You understand? This cat tried to off this transgender after the pleasure was over. After the pleasure was over, you snap right back into reality. And then you look over and you see a white man that's dressed as a woman. And then you try to kill him to try to hide the fact that you didn't, have sex with the thing. Says he was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth. I'm gonna tell you right now, Nathaniel left the truth. He left the truth, and he has not been in the truth since he left. He started a whole organization based on lies and deceit and manipulation. Why you think he's sitting on $150 million? This cat is rich. Everybody kicking up ties to this man for this man to live a lavish lifestyle. I guarantee you he's driving nice cars. They say he's driving nice cars. He got security around him 24/7. I mean, come on. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? I mean, come on. It says, and abode not in the truth, because there was no truth in him. There's no truth in this cat. There's no truth in him. There's no truth in that whole organization. That whole organization is built off of lies and is built off manipulation. Manipulating the women and selling them false dreams. Just like the pastor do. The pastor does the same thing. The pastor sell you false dreams and hope. You understand? The pastor tells the women, look, they tell women and men can only have one wife. You think any woman won't be happy to hear that? In the women mind, they thinking they only can have one wife. That means she's not going to get another wife. I'm over here. Come on. When you tell a woman that a man can't have a wife unless he have a job, that's very pleasing. It sounds very pleasing to a woman. You understand? When you tell when you tell your organization that if you got a warrant, if you have a warrant, you getting turned in. Come on, man. You're working with the police. You're working with the cops. You understand? What we say? We say Jesus Christ had a warrant. Jesus Christ had a warrant out for his arrest. And I think his warrant the price was like 50 shekels of silver, I believe. You understand? Jesus Christ had a warrant out for his arrest too. And guess what? Judas turned him in to collect that reward. Why do you think we call I.U.P.K the modern day Judas? The modern day Judas, because they'll kick you up. If you got a warrant, they're going to turn you in. They're going to arrest another black man. Even though we living in a wicked kingdom, these cats report to the devil. You understand? These cats are damn near worse than Christian pastors. A Christian pastor don't give a damn if you got a warrant or not. He don't care about it. It's none of his business. But these cats said if you got a warrant, they're gonna turn you in. You understand? These cats, when you come into their organization, they're going to do a thorough background check on you to see if you have any warrants. And if you got any warrants, they're gonna arrest you. They're gonna do a citizen's arrest on you. These cats is going to physically take money out your account. When you fill in the pay tithes, they're going to automatically withdraw it. What that means? That means that they don't trust you. They don't trust you at all. They're gonna get their money. They're like the bill collector. They're gonna get their money before you see it. I mean, come on. We don't do that in the I.S.U.P.K, man. This is how we look at it. The Lord see everything. So if you're not paying your tithes in here, guess what? We might not know, but definitely the Lord knows. You see what I'm saying? All right. Let's read the scripture over. This is John chapter 8, verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. You understand? This cat is a liar. He lied on those brothers and got those brothers falsely imprisoned for 11 months. And guess what? That felony charge of armed robbery is on their records, and they gotta physically go get it expunged. You understand? This cat done ruined brothers' lives. You understand? Ruined brothers' lives. I mean, come on. Why do you think in I.S.U.P.K we say we the home of the truth? We say that we are not affiliated with no other group. We are not. Because other groups do things like this. They do things like this. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But look, we're gonna big up these brothers, man. Big up the KC4, man. They are heroes. They are heroes. You know what I'm saying? They are heroes. 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right, let's go. Let's get Acts chapter 5, verse 30. We're gonna start at verse 38. It says, "And now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught." You know what I'm saying? One day this organization, that organization is going to come to nothing. You understand? It says if it be of men, which it is, you understand, because his leader then physically left the truth. It's going to eventually come to naught. It's going to come to nothing. You understand? So that's why we're not worried about it. We're not worried about anything. You cannot overthrow it. So, okay, this is verse 39. If it be of God, ye cannot overthrow it, lest happily ye be found even to fight against God. Okay? Verse 41. Verse 40. And to him they agreed. And when they had called when they had called the apostles and beaten him, they commanded that they should not speak in the name of Jesus and let them go. And they departed from the presence of the council, rejoicing that they were counted worthy to suffer shame for his name. These brothers had suffered shame in the name of Yahweh Shai. You understand? Yeah, for the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. These brothers suffered shame, man. It's a shame to be carried away, locked off, locked up for nothing, for nothing, because you're speaking because another individual from a group want to touch the property of what belongs to us. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You can't simply just touch anyone's property. You understand? Without first of all, without permission. You understand? That's an aggressive act. And these brothers held their ground, man. They held their ground. 10-fold, 10 toes down. All right. And guess what? They're gonna be outside. They're gonna be out there this week. They're gonna be out there this week with reinforcements. With reinforcements. Okay. I pray you understand. All right. So let's go back. Let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that video. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Trying to find the video. Trying to find that video. I believe the video somewhere. Yeah, I forgot what group they. I forgot what group. I forgot what group they was in. But you know what I'm saying. It's known that this cat was sending around penis pictures to other members in the group. I'm trying to find. I'm gonna try to find that video. It seems like I can't find that video. Give me 1 second. All right, give me 1 second. Okay. All right. I can't find the video. All right, I can't find the video, but it's all good. You know, so you can find the video online. Eventually, I mean, you know what I'm saying. Eventually, YouTube. It's a this other kid. This cat made he made a group. He created a group also. You know what I'm saying. He not in the truth too, but he said he left IUIC because of a Nathaniel was sending a picture of another man's penis. He sent the picture of another man's penis. I mean, what does that tell you? If you if a man if someone sends around a penis pic, what does that tell you? That tell you that that individual is a homo. So like I tell you this, that individual is a homosexual. Period. Okay. Now, if I got any questions, uh, go ahead and tell me your questions. If not, I'm going ahead and end the class. I'm going to go ahead and read the security announcements. Give me 1 second. Yeah, the security announcements over there. All right, give me 1 second. Pull up the security announcements. All right, give me 1 second. Let me see if I can. Security announcements is here. Should be good. Okay. 1 second. All right, here it is. All right, this is the I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, start out on 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. This is the rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There was another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3, 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation is the end of the Feast of First Fruits, which will be this Monday, I believe, the 24th. Okay. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. All right. With that, all right, Madiam, men of Israel, Madiam Shabbat, Amadia, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Brakathum. Sar means to turn the face of sisters. Men of Israel, Madiam, Madiam Shabbat, Amadia, Barak, Yahweh Shamar Al Thaba Shem Yahshua. And with that, class is dismissed.